Buyers right now aren't buying. And it's not just because of mortgage rates. It's because homes are sitting on the market like stale bread. They're just overpriced, they look terrible, they're unprepared sellers. It's not the way it used to be. This is happening all across the country. Buyer activity has slowed. According to recent data, purchase applications are down despite slight improvements in interest rates. Why? Because the homes on the market aren't matching buyers' expectations. They are seriously looking at things a different way. If you're thinking of selling in this market, and I think it's going to be for markets for years to come, and you don't understand what's turning buyers off, you could lose tens of thousands of dollars, all right? So I'm going to show you how to beat the odds and protect your equity against what I call the 8 sharks. You'll know about my 8 sharks and how to use the model home mindset in my books. And wait to the end, because I'm going to give you a case study, not a recent one, but ones that I was doing before the pandemic when everyone's average days of the market was like 140 and mine was 26 days. Let me show you what I was doing then, and it mirrors what we're doing now. And you'll understand exactly what you need to do if you're going to sell. Let's get to it. So what's happening in this market right now? What's going on? Well, buyers are tired. They're really tired. They're really fatigued. They spent the last 5 years losing bidding wars and watching prices soar, and they've been outbid. The house they really love, the dream house, they're not able to get. They can't afford it now. Many buyers I talk to are now hesitant to overpay. They were happy to overpay before. Now they're hesitant, especially with inflation still weighing on affordability and all the things going on. And the rates are better, but they're not great. They're not great. We're not getting those drops. They had predicted it coming down into the 5s, but it hasn't happened. And with the Fed not lowering the rates, thank God we're going to move on with that. Hopefully get somebody in there that knows with economics. Small drops in these rates haven't made a huge difference in monthly payments. It's all there been. They've been small drops, just hanging around 6.7, 6.8, 6.9, somewhere around there. And what I call the golden handcuff, it's real. Sellers aren't moving unless they really have to, which means inventory stays tight. And now it's not only that it's tight, it's just stale, and a lot of sellers are just overpriced, thinking, well, I'm the only home in town. Why isn't my home selling? Because you're pricing it what it was doing in the last 5 years. It's no increase from there. I have 2 listings, mostly in the higher end, 1.135 and 2.75. They're not moving. There's no showings because they're overpriced, and for the amount of work that's needed in their houses. They're thinking, let's just put it up there at this number. No, that's not going to work. And it's proven it's not going to work. I'm seeing it right now. Now I get the low end listings, they're moving. They're moving, they're still getting price wars in those particular houses. When you're looking at 300, 350, those houses are moving. So what's going on here? Well, it's a fact that inventory is up in some areas, but the quality is down. I'm looking at these houses on the market, wondering, well, they're not selling, maybe the buyers aren't just buying, but no, they're awful looking online, marketing, price, all the things. They're overpriced, they're outdated, and just totally uninspiring. I mean, buyers aren't shopping for houses, they're shopping for value and confidence. Their emotions are driving their decisions. They want to come in and not do anything. They're afraid of overpaying, of all the extra costs that they don't even know about. And what they're afraid of is buying now and then seeing prices drop later. And there's also skepticism about the market and a higher demand for move-in ready homes like I talked about. I know that for sure. They feel then it's a sure thing. I can walk in, I don't have to worry about the house. I can live in there for a few years, not do anything, and I can afford it. Because affordability is scaring people from buying right now. They're afraid of all the extra costs that they didn't build into it. That's why when I meet with my buyers, we go through a budget worksheet. We look at all the costs. What are you spending on your Starbucks every week? How much money are you spending on buying things that you don't really need? Shaving down. Right now is a great time to shave down on the budget so you can buy a house. I have my budget worksheet in the links below. It's a great one. So why homes still aren't selling? So we have a low inventory. So why aren't these homes selling? Well, I talked about this a little bit. Fear, uncertainty, and just they're being really cautious. But there's ones that are selling fast and for top dollar. Now, again, Look at the price range of these ones selling fast. Look at the areas. The Northeast corridor is still pretty hot for the lower end. But when you have, say, the Midwest, when all the homes are about $300,000 to $500,000, you don't have lots of $1 million homes. Those areas are the ones that are starting to get depressed. It's kind of all over the news. And you got a lot of fake news, a lot of people doing YouTube videos and podcasts about the sky is falling. You have to watch that because it's not falling. You just need to be doing the things you need to be doing to get your home sold. So why are the homes selling that are selling? Because they're not getting eaten, what I call, by the sharks. My top 3 sharks in this market right now are pricing. If your home is even 3 to 5% overpriced in today's market, they're not even come to see it. They have options and they think they have time on their side. They're not rushing out there. Staging shark, if your home looks lived in, dark, decluttered, or dated, buyers assume it's overpriced and undercared for. They don't want to buy your overpriced, undercared for home. Sorry. And then we have the marketing shark. There's poor photos, maybe no video, no wow online experience. You might as well not be listed at all. You might as well just forget about it. Because first impressions are everything. You gotta go at it. You gotta be within 2 to maybe 3% of the market value, or even maybe lower than the market value to get any spark at all. So buyers are out there. I know they are. We have a whole buyer team. I'm a listing-based business myself. I do listings. My other team, my buyer team, they're busy. But the buyers are sticking their nose up to houses. So what you need to do, if you're selling, bring my model home mindset and shark fighting strategies as a solution. How do we do that? Besides binge watching all my videos, here's some ideas for you. Do a pre-home inspection and do some staging. They're not optional. They're essential to buyers' trust. I talked about inspections. It's in my book. It's all over the internet when I talk about inspections. You have to find a real deal realtor that knows how to read an inspection report for home sellers. It's very important. And we can find one for you. Remember that. We do that all over the United States. And then what I've just been saying is pricing. Pinpoint pricing, not just pricing. It's based on psychology and strategy, not hope, because when you put your home in the market and you get no showings, you're at least 12% off. Some showings, 6 to 10. Lots of showings, no offer, 4 to 6%. And then bullseye, 0 to 3%. And of course, room by room, I did a whole video on it. It's great where we go from room to room, identify the things that need to be fixed that matter the most. That's what builders do. That's what everyone does. That's something you need to think about doing. And then you can design a program, because you have to go through each room and figure out what's going on. And of course, the coming soon marketing, you have to build demand before day one. That's what it really works. I did it with Leo. Now, Leo was one of the people I've sold house back in 2012 when the market average days was 140 days. Well, I sold his in a weekend. I was doing that for all my listings because I was doing all the things. Like, I did not stop doing the things. You can't stop doing the things that create value just because there's a lot of buyers out there willing to pay overpriced. The more you do, the more you make in any market. The idea is critical to get your home under contract within those 26 days. Because once you hit that 30-day mark, it's the house that's not selling. So this isn't business as usual, okay? 2020 to 24 were unicorn years. The market right now is strategic. I call it like surgical, unforgiving. Surgical means when you're gonna get a heart surgery, you go to the best doctor to give you the best advice for how, what's going on with your body. This has to be also for your house. You have to go in like it's a surgery on your house, picking it apart one by one. You've got to understand the buyer psychology. It's what it was. It's not new. It's what it was in 2012, before COVID. And I don't think the agents out there don't even know what's going on. And you're going to be eaten by the sharks, I'm going to tell you. So I get it. We can't change the market, but you can change your strategy. If you want to be one of the sellers who actually wins this year, next year, this system has been going on for a long time, and it's weathered every single market. So first, book a room-by-room review with me. Go to my calendar, dianescalendar.com. If you're virtual or not in my area, I'm not licensed in your state, I will come out to you via Zoom. You'll show me your house, we'll go through each room, and then we'll take it from there. I can help you find a realtor, put it all together. And come to my next home seller workshop online when I show people how to do it. The link is Future Home Sale. I'm not sure when my next one is, but check a look online. So only if you're serious about selling, though, only if you're serious, or you just want to avoid losing tens of thousands of dollars. That's helpful too. You need to know what's happening right now. Too many sellers are walking straight into I call the shark tank, thinking it's the last few years. It's just costly and big. Then you guys, sorry, you missed the market. It's gone. Forget about it and move on. It's like a golf shot. When you hit a golf shot and you have a bad shot, you have to think about the next shot. Every shot, one shot at a time. Don't think about where you're going, what you're doing, just that next shot. Boom. Market gone. I keep saying that, but listen, I have this video here where I break down exactly why overpriced homes are crashing right now and what most agents won't tell you, that they're killing deals. It's called Overpriced Homes Are Crashing. Don't be next. So click on it now and get ahead of while others get eaten by the sharks.